Neither one of us had ever seen The French Connection, and we said, let's watch The French Connection. This is a movie that in many ways feels like it kind of kicked off the era of 70s cinema. Things were getting more gritty and realistic. 70s really felt like young film students who were running and gunning through cities with like handheld cameras. Long story short, both of us kind of got on the phone and we were like, what'd you think about that movie?
The French Connection is definitely a movie that I appreciate. The car chase scene at the end of the movie is still filled with tension, really, really good, really well shot. But it's just a movie that I just didn't really like.
I watched it with my dad who would like, and my dad hadn't seen it in years and he was excited to show it to me.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, you've never seen The French Connection?" And I go,
Yeah.
"No." And he's like, "Oh yeah, let's sit down and watch it." Cause I'm at my parents' house right now in
Yeah.
Sandy.
Yeah.
And we sat down and watched it. My dad slept through most of it. And then the credits roll and he looks at me and he's like, so what'd you think of that? And I go, I don't know. What'd you think? And he goes, I think we've gotten better at making movies. And I go, yeah, I think so too. I think,
It's such
you
a
know,
good sum up. Yeah.
no shade to William Friedkin.
We owe a lot to this movie.
It got to the end of it and I was like, I never at any point cared about anything that was happening in that movie. I didn't
Yeah.
care about any of the characters. I think Popeye Doyle is a terrible person. I know he's supposed to be. I know
Yeah.
that I get
Yeah. He
I
is.
can already feel the film bros in our comments being like, "You guys
Yeah.
misunderstood." And it's like, "No, I get it. He's supposed to be like an anti-hero." But I just was like, there's nothing about his character that I could latch onto and root for in any way. The movie has a very strange ending.
Very
Like,
70s.
but the
Yeah.
movie just ends and it's like, okay, okay, all
Yeah.
right. It felt like it was the beginning of something that they were
Yeah.
figuring out.
Yeah.
And so you can give them a lot of credit. And there's definitely like Gene Hackman, you can see why he became a movie star
Yeah.
for this film because he's definitely like given it a lot.
He's
It's a
he plays the character very, very well.
mhm,
Even though I agree with you, like, I didn't really like him. Like, it was hard to root for him because
yeah.
but he played the character very well. But yeah, I mean, it won Best Picture, he won Best Actor, it won a ton of awards.
Yeah.
Again, I appreciate the film, but I didn't love it.